you, baby. You can say I told you so. And if I ever hurt you, you know I hurt myself as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into the Mega Quan Show.
I am Mega.
And I am Quan. You was ready, wasn't you?
Hey,
Jeez,
you ain't about to trick me this time.
you was jumping the gun just now. It's all good. It's all good. Good people, how you doing? Welcome to the Mega Quan Show. I am Quan, and we are rocking today. We want to thank y'all and appreciate y'all for joining our show. If you would, like and share and like. It don't cost you a thing. Check us out on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube,
Please.
The Mega Quan Show. Man,
Yes.
it's been real.
It's another Wednesday, by the way.
It is. For those of you,
October is almost over.
the year is almost over.
We are flying by.
The year is
but
almost
first, before we
over.
go on, did you share?
Oh, snap.
You might want to do that.
Hey,
Thank you.
It's been 2 weeks. I forgot how to do that.
I know. It's okay. I got you.
It's all good. You know what's bad, though? Unfortunately, we don't have our production manager. So if something goes wrong, good people,
I don't see.
we got to blame it on the production manager because he's not here.
Yeah, y'all let us know that we sound okay. Please. Thank you.
Hopefully, we sound okay. I think we look all right. So, you know.
Well, I see you representing the University of Bad Decisions.
That's right, because this show and all shows have been sponsored by the University of Bad Decisions, where all bad decisions aren't bad decisions, and
Amen.
bad decisions make great stories. I'm telling you. Check us out at theuofbd.com. Theuofbd.com.
Pick up some merchandise.
That was like a double entendre. Theuofbd.com.
I ain't mad at that.
Hey, it is what it is. Well, you know what? It's ironic that that's what you're smoking tonight.
Yeah.
Because I was going to smoke that, but I'm glad I didn't. I didn't want to be twinning on a cigar tonight.
I saw it in your box over there. I was
Okay, all right, well, cool. What you smoking?
the Room 101, 13th anniversary, man. And if y'all ain't checked this out, y'all should go pick it up. It's pretty freaking nice.
Good,
And it's
good.
a good smoke.
I
Not bad at all.
am smoking one of my everyday smokes. I mean, when I say I really love this cigar like I love
Crux.
my number 9.
Yeah.
It's Crux Bull and Bear.
Yeah.
Man, check out the good people over there, KC, my man Ben.
I'll be able to hook you up for sure.
Yeah, come take care of you. Especially if you in the southeast region. So
Even if you ain't, we can make arrangements.
definitely. What are we drinking? Because I see a huge bottle on the table tonight.
Oh, we got Mr. Elijah today. Elijah Craig Old Fashioned.
You know him too?
I do.
Oh, man.
I mess with Elijah, bruh.
I'm about to be reacquainted with him.
Me and him, we go way back.
I see. In a big way.
Yes, sir. I went for the big bottle today because you never really know when you have enough.
Okay, well, let me pour mine.
Yes, sir. Do that.
Let me pour mine. Boom.
There you go.
All right. Make sure we boom. There we go.
All right.
Let's get into these sports. It's been a crazy 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna start off with something that I ended with last time. We talked about boxing.
Wait, can you scroll up? I just want to see the video real quick.
You want to see the video?
Yeah,
You know what?
there's something.
And I fell for that too. Oh, you
There's
dirty.
something there.
You dirty.
You know what? I'll wait till we get to football. It's
Hey,
okay.
we are talking about boxing right now, my man. We talked about Devin Haney. We talked about Wilder fighting and Clarissa Shields. Mind you, they all won.
Okay. Yeah.
But my girl, Clarissa Shields, undisputed champion.
Yep.
Six belts.
That's
She doing a thing. Hey, she doing a thing. I'm super.
We ain't talking about Gucci belts, are we?
No. We talking about titles. We talking about holding stuff down. You know, big moves. You know, so that's major. Love it. Love it in a major
I'll
way.
be damn. Okay.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Then we can talk a little bit about baseball. Who you got? Astros or the Phillies? That's all. I'm gonna ask that real quick. People,
You know,
who you got? I know my Philadelphia Eagle fans, they're gonna go with Philly, and my people that's from up north gonna go with Phillies. But who you got?
Are you asking me personally?
I'm asking you personally.
It's one I think is going to win, and then there's the other one. Now, you know what? I'm going to just tell you. I'm going with the Phillies.
That's not. That does sound like
There you
who
go.
you was really going to go for.
Okay. It's all right.
But it's all good. All right, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We will see. I'm dancing around football, so
I'm just saying, the
I'm
Yankees
dancing.
didn't make it, bro. I'm just saying.
your Braves didn't make it.
They didn't.
Nor
Nope.
your
Nope.
Cubs.
Nope. No, I don't care about the Cubs.
I know your White Sox.
No, I'm glad the Cubs ain't nowhere near it. We good. Neither are the Sox, though, but whatever.
It's all good. F1 racing, Red Bull is still number one.
Okay.
You know, I just got into F1 like 2-3 years ago, and my team has been dominating since then, and
Okay.
I'm happy about that, especially this year.
That's what's up.
NBA is back in season. Lakers are still without
Defeated.
a win, even though they
You
only,
can't say undefeated. You could just say defeated.
they are defeated.
Shout out to my Laker fans.
We are into another season tonight. There's 10 games on tonight. 10. You remember how that went?
Yeah,
10
I remember.
full games.
I
Wow.
remember
Yeah. So 10 games tonight. I'm pretty sure it's a mixture of a little bit of everything. If you want to see basketball, check it out. NCAA football. I'm still dancing around this.
Okay, I got you.
Top
It's all
10.
good.
No, top 10.
We still got the folks, right? Georgia?
Georgia is still
All
number
right,
one.
There we go. That's all right.
Undefeated 7-0. The Ohio State in number 2.
Top 6 didn't even change, did they?
Maybe.
I can't remember. Maybe that was last week. I could be wrong.
Tennessee is number 3.
Oh, okay.
Michigan is number 4. Clemson, number 5. Alabama, number 6.
All right, climb back up, huh? Okay.
Number 7, TCU. Number 8, Oregon. Number 9, Oklahoma State. And number 10, USC. You know, they doing their thing. What?
Ohio? D?
I did say that. Number 2.
Okay,
The
I got you. I mean,
Ohio State.
I'm
It's
not
all right.
listening. I'm not listening.
Evidently, it's all good. But I bet you're going to pay attention now. Let's talk about a little bit of NFL. In the AFC.
Oh, the NFL.
NFL. It's been tragic for me. I'm not
It's
gonna
been
lie.
quite a week.
I'm not gonna lie one bit. It has been tragic. Yes, I'm still a fan. I know he told me to turn the camera because we talking about this right here. It doesn't matter. Die hard still a fan right
I
here.
was like,
to the
that's
end.
in focus. You might want to just blur it or
is.
something.
No. That lets you know I stand strong behind it. The Bills, number 1 in the AFC.
Wow.
Followed by the Chiefs. Yes, the Bills, number 1.
Bills.
Chiefs, Jets, Titans, and then the Ravens. NFC.
Okay.
We got the Eagles.
Of course.
Only undefeated team right now.
Still.
Still.
7-0.
Yep.
Dang.
Then the Giants, the Vikings, the Cowboys,
Them boys.
and then the Seahawks without Russell.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Russell, but
Hey,
he needs to get an attitude adjustment or something. I don't know.
that lets you know it wasn't the quarterback, it was the coaching. Think about it. We talked about that when Brady left New England. Was it the quarterback or was it the coaching?
I'm getting a little static in my.
You are just a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay though.
It's all good. We gonna make it work.
As long as y'all ain't complaining, I'm not complaining.
Let's see. Let's scroll down. See if anybody complaining. Oh, excuse me. There's 6-0. Eagles fan
My
corrected
bad.
us. My
I
bad.
appreciate you. I don't want to give y'all extra wins because you don't need it.
Oh man, I'm telling you, not at all. Not one bit.
And what happened to your boy, man? Matty Ice?
Man, that's not my boy. That
They bitched him for the season.
they did. They did. Tell him have a seat. Hey, you know what? You can bench me as long as my money's guaranteed. I will travel, work out, eat, have my per diems and everything else, and get my check every week, just like the rest of the team.
He does got guaranteed money. So
I will sit on the bench all day. I'll be like, "Go, Steven! Yes, you did a great job today." But I don't care how bad you did. I will
part.
still tell you that you did amazing. Still give me my money.
That's true.
And that is sports for the week.
Yeah. By the way, somebody did win this week on Monday Night Football. Who was that again? Oh, that's right, the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields.
Wait, we're off of sports.
Oh, my bad. I don't do sports. You're right. How did that even slip in there?
I don't know, but let's get to this Black History.
All right, let's go. I got you. All right, we're gonna mute our music for
Yes.
now, or turn it down.
I got you, man.
All right,
We're gonna turn it down a little bit.
have our Black History moment for the day, and we're gonna make it quick so we can get to our guest.
We got a guest.
Oh yeah, we always have a guest.
We got a guest.
So guess what?
We got a guest.
We do have a guest. Yes, sir. But on this day, in 1911, in New Orleans, Louisiana, the one and only Queen of Gospel, Mahalia Jackson, was born
Really?
on this day,
Nolans.
October 26, y'all.
Okay.
So, Jackson was recognized international by many as the greatest gospel singer of her time. As a matter of fact, her first debut album for Columbia Records in 1954 was entitled "The World's Greatest Gospel Singer." You gotta love that. She was the first gospel singer to sing at Carnegie Hall in 1950. Jackson was visible in the explosive era of civil rights in America. She sang "How I Got Over" and "I've Been Buked." I've been buked and I've been scorned
There you go.
at the 1963 March on Washington. During Reverend Martin Luther King's funeral, she sang "Take My Hand, Precious Lord." Jackson's last album, recorded, was "What the World Needs Now." You know that song.
Oh, most definitely.
We all know that one, right? Let's see. And that was in 1969. The Grammy Award-winning Jackson sold millions of records and was posthumously inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, which she rightly deserved. She died on January 27th, 1972, in Chicago, Illinois, at the age of 60. Way too young. Way too young. But that is your Black History moment for today.
Man, oh man. That's a good one.
Yeah. But you know what happens when I listen to Mahalia Jackson?
Drake comes on.
Drake comes on. It doesn't matter.
I already knew where you was going with that. You wasn't fooling me on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
I knew exactly where you were going
I'll
with
tell
that
you,
one.
You could turn on the Mahalia Jackson station on Spotify, on anything.
Apple Music, it don't
All
matter.
that.
Drake
is coming on it.
He's in
I
the
promise
rotation
you.
somewhere.
Always. Don't even
How
make
does
no
that
sense.
happen? I
Because
don't
Drake
know.
is everywhere. That's why.
I don't know. Oh, okay. We got you. That's all you got to do. We got you. Sorry about
Always.
that. So listen, we got a guest today.
I love our guest today because, you know, he's a brother.
He is a brother. Brother to Leaf.
Brother of the Leaf. Brother of Omega Sci-Fi.
He is. He
For sure.
definitely is. He's an educated brother at that.
Most definitely educated.
Okay.
He got all that ish.
So, you know, let's bring to the show.
And he is a former member.
Oh.
Or former member of
He is.
the podcast Getting to the Issue.
Yeah. Y'all
Which
seen him on the show before.
We've talked about that podcast many times on this show.
Numerous times before. Not plenty. Numerous times.
But he got new ish going on, so
He
let's
do.
get him on.
Because you know why? Hold on. You know why, though?
Why?
He's the silent partner.
That's silent.
Hey, let's bring him on.
I love it.
Actually, that was
Okay. Get me on. There we go.
I think we all good now.
Yes, sir.
See, you don't slide over some more. Come on.
I got you.
Come on. We family around here.
Yes.
We are. Yes,
For
we
sure.
are.
My brother, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, man, it's good to be back on the Mega Quan show, man. Steve and Biggs, man, we're a family, man. So welcome.
Sure.
You know, I welcome back all the supporters of the show, man. And I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Thank you,
Good,
sir.
good.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Man, listen. So we if y'all don't know, this brother here, we go back and we kind of started around the same time.
Yes,
sir.
You know?
Yeah.
I had bought some some equipment and you know, this is during pandemic, you know, pandemic time,
Yes.
COVID when it first started.
That's right.
And we was sitting around and we was talking and I always wanted a podcast and I said, I'm gonna do it. And then we sitting around having guy talk, you know, over the Sears Cigar. If y'all haven't been there, check it out, 230 Thornton Road.
Right.
And we started having real deep intellectual man conversation.
Facts.
And we started, well, y'all started,
Oh, we
get
had,
into the issue.
Yeah.
before that we had Motivation Mondays.
Yeah, that's how that's how I started. Yeah.
That's how it started, man. I tell you, major shout out to BT and the staff over at Sear, man, for letting us get started. Biggs, Steve, and a number of our partners that brothers of the Leaf. During the pandemic, man, just talking about different issues. And so major shout out to Nate Dogg and Bishop, man. For almost 3 years, we had a run with getting to the issue, and we got to the issue. Talking about a multitude of topics, man. And so
And I went to a multitude of locations as well, which is awesome.
yeah, man, we our whole concept was to get out and have, a live show.
Okay.
Kind of bring, different issues. Of course, the cigar industry, a number of different cigar shows, and just talking about a multitude of topics and hearing from people that supported us and hearing from people that needed to be heard, but they didn't really have a platform. And so, we're still tight. It's just that, life takes different directions, right?
Definitely.
And so, those brothers in their careers, professional careers, they're traveling and different things like that. So that's what kind of led me to a silent partner. Starting my own show because I'm a little bit more stable and just kind of being purpose led. And
So it's levels to this.
it's levels to this, man. I
It's
love the
levels to
title,
this.
Big.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
what's the title? It's levels to this issue,
Right.
So,
And people, don't understand that comment, that phrase, it's levels to this. It's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing, because everything has levels, right?
You walk in the house, you got to go upstairs, right?
you got to at some point.
If your bedroom's up there, you got to walk it up.
Yeah.
right.
What I take from it is it's not a slight to get into the issue.
Oh, no.
It's like you said, it's levels. It's like, okay, now we're going to the next level.
Yeah.
Now we're going somewhere else. But what the agenda not was, but is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's
Continuing the message.
one thing I think we have to all learn, whatever we're doing, that there's a beginning and an expiration date, right? And so there's a transition. And so it's like you said, it's nothing bad. It's just, it was a transition point, and what each of us was trying to do. And so, Silent Partner, man, is launched, and I've gotten rave reviews from different people on yourselves. Like, hey, Dre, excited about the new project coming up. And so I see all the supporters out there, man. I see Phil, I see Tim, so many of you all other guests and supporters that have gracefully accepted what I'm planning to do. So a lot of great things on the horizon, partnerships from cigar events to different guests that are coming on the show and talking about relevant topics. At the same time, over a stick, a nice cocktail. You
can't beat it.
This evening,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
So,
Cannot beat it.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do, man. So I'm excited, and I've learned so much. Let me just say this: I've learned so much from Biggs and Steve. They have a professional setup here. You all just don't know the time, energy, and money that's put into this,
Man, listen.
And
The time.
Oh my, man! It's a sacrifice to come to you all weekly, bi-weekly, monthly.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
It was funny because we was like, what are we going to talk about? For the first 2 years, we came to y'all weekly, every week.
Absolutely, we did. Every week.
Every week, except for out of 52 weeks, I think we missed 6.
Wow.
That's a whole lot of talk.
The biggest thing about our show is it's all about networking, right?
Yeah.
As we all have seen and continue to see, there's enough money for everybody, right?
Yeah.
And if we work together opposed to working apart and competing with each other, if we work together, the bag gets bigger.
That's true.
And to your point, Biggs, and that's why, when I was building a silent partner, that's where the name comes from. The silent partner with one another, to expand our base, expand our opportunity to capitalize financially, expand our network, Steve.
Most definitely.
And partner with one another because, we see a lot of things going on, but we don't really own it or we don't really have that partnership where that we can support one another.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
We see that. We see that happening right now in real life.
Yeah, definitely.
Telling you, just with the Kanye stuff.
Yeah.
And I wish that brother much luck,
Yeah.
all the success in the world. And I hope he gets the help he needs too. But
Yeah.
either way.
That's $1 million problem. So let's talk about us. Those are $1 million issues. Let's get back to the true groundwork that you putting forth and the efforts that you have put in place to become something that you've always been, the silent partner.
Yeah.
So tell us about that platform and what do we have to look forward to? What's going to be in store for that actual platform?
Yeah, the platform, the Silent Partner, of course, is all about partnering with those that support us and expand where we are from a level of ownership. But if you think about us as a people, there's two questions I think that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
How to and where to.
Oh, yeah.
When someone is starting a business, and, they say, well, Steve Biggs, how did you? So how can I? The how to.
Yeah.
Or where can I go? The where to. Where can I go to do this? And so that's what
I get that a lot.
You get it all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's where the silent partner comes from. I'm going to partner with entities and agencies and individuals that can show you how to move forward. I think that we're apprehensive. We're
Yes,
nervous,
we are.
right?
For
Because that's not our foundation in this place we call America.
The unknown.
The unknown.
Yeah.
The unknown. So, I'm partnering, Greenwood Whiskey is going to be, of course, the sponsor whiskey for us with the silent partner. I am officially a partner with Black Smoke Miami.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Sundress and Seersuckers are my Omega Psi Phi brothers. I'll be, the hosting that event. I'm working with a number of HBCUs to be live because we've seen what Deion Sanders is doing.
Most
Absolutely.
definitely.
With Jackson State, right?
Amazing work down there.
Amazing work. Whether you like Deion or not,
Doesn't matter.
whether you agree with him or not, it's kind of like the Kanye, but see what he's doing long term for the culture.
That's what. See, the people look at right now opposed to. I hate to say it, like our.
Let's go down the road. Let's look at what's going to
You have
happen.
to look at what the setup is for the next 5, 10, 15, 30 years. We may never even have the opportunity to live to see that.
Yes.
I got you. We might not even live to see that opportunity in our lifetime, but we still have generations that will. Mm-hmm. You have to put forth the seed. You can't say, you know what? I want a 1,000-year oak tree, but I just planted it last week.
Right.
Can I want to mention something because I just talked to somebody about this yesterday. Literally, KRS-One gave an interview some years ago. Said, I may not be the one that changes the world, but somebody is listening to me today who will.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is.
I made a post earlier this week. I said, we are the leaders that we've been waiting for.
Definitely.
That's right.
Definitely.
Our forefathers and the slaves that slaved for us, they knew they weren't going to make it
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
to the promised land, so to speak.
Yeah.
But we are the ones. We're the dream they were dreaming of.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And so if you're apprehensive about something, there's something that it comes back to you over and over again for a reason.
Yes.
So I think there's gift, talents, and abilities that all of us have. And if we just step out on faith and just begin to put the work in, everything in life takes time, energy, and money.
That's right.
Time, energy, and money, man. And so if you're that person that's apprehensive about starting your business, starting your podcast, partnering with someone, just listen to your inner self and see what you've been consistently successful with over the years, man. And so I get so much feedback from people about how I affect them. And I'll say this quote and then pass it on. I heard John Maxwell said this. He said, leaders do this best. They connect, they influence, and they lead.
Connect, influence, and lead. I like that.
And so I often hear that, people tell me, keep doing what you're doing, from the young and the old. And so, the silent partner has been birthed. We're going to launch November 1. And we're going to have some great guests on the show. Definitely going to have the Mega Quan show on there. And, if you're looking to come on and put your platform out there, let's do it. Let's do it.
That's amazing, bro. What platform are you going to be on?
So I'm going to be on, of course, YouTube, IG, and also, Facebook Live, and also the Anchor platform for podcasts.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm super excited. I'm super happy for you. I think, like you said, things happen in the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So things take its course. You evolve, you grow. You know, you figure out what's the next step from that. Sometimes it's the same platform. It's just a matter of growing that platform. Sometimes it's, you know what, let's divide and conquer within that same platform.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, you are in a place where you was able to step out and say, you know what, I'm gonna be the silent partner to bring everybody else together because I'm able to do that at this point. At this juncture in my life, I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
And it's going to bring you great reward. I promise you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I often reflect back on something Devon Franklin said, and he said that people are hungry for knowledge.
They are
Always.
starving for knowledge,
Yeah,
actually.
people are hungry for knowledge. And just like the Mega Quan show, you know, you open up, you talk about a number of things, of course, the introduction and the commentary and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, what you're talking about, people are hungry for it, just like your supporters that are logging in now. They look forward to the Mega Quan show, whether
They
it's
do.
bi-weekly, man. And so, and oftentimes we may not
Thank
realize
y'all for
it.
supporting, too.
Exactly. You may not realize it right off, but it hits you later on down the line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you start looking at the analytics and everything else, and you see where people are watching from and how long they're watching, and you know what your demographics is and everything, you like,
Wow. You are shocked. I'm shocked every day.
Listen,
Yeah.
every time I look at it, I be like, we got people watching this over there.
Shout out to my folks in Japan and Korea. Thank you.
Hawaii. I mean, anyway, we can go down a list of places, but the thing about it is having great guests like yourself on our show, networking, telling
People doing positive things.
telling people how to be connected. And I know your show is going to have a lot to do with forward mobility because that was something big that you talked about on getting to the issue.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that. I look forward to the growth that the Silent Partner is going to have.
Yeah.
Y'all heard them.
Yeah.
Black Smoke Miami,
Yeah.
Sundresses and Seersucker.
What?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
What did he say? You need time, energy, and money.
Yeah.
So you may not have infinite amount of that. Nobody does.
Right.
So what do? You partner with people who can give you
That's right.
a little
I
bit
might-
of each of those.
I might have the time, but I don't have the money.
That's right. And I
You
might
know?
have the money. I ain't got the time.
Right. Yeah. So
And, you know, Steven and Biggs, let me say this. You know, in the cigar industry, we spend a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
And so it's not a cheap habit, right?
hey, don't say that
Not
too loud.
at all.
Somebody might
Somebody
be watching.
And so what I often say is if you don't have the money, but you know you have the time and you have the energy, you get up every day, you're doing this, doing that, go to where you spend your money.
Yes.
And you know, and you kind of sequester them to come and partner with you or support you
Yes, indeed.
on your endeavors and what you're doing. And so, you know, and that's how you build that capital, that working capital.
Yes, sir.
You know, to continue to expand your base.
Yeah.
And so that's what you have to do. You know, I've kind of gone back to places. There's a lot of investment that we did with getting to the issue.
Yes.
Me, Bishop, and Nate, you know, oftentimes we spend our own money, you know, going to events.
Of course.
From Charlotte to Miami to Houston, to Florida to Orlando, you know, to Atlanta. We did the 2 Atlanta events, and another partner I'll be partnering with, of course, the Atlanta Greek Picnic. Good friend of mine, Tiwa Works, man. Major shout out to Tiwa Works, man. We were host podcast for that event, just hearing what the young people got to say.
Yeah.
You know, and so but time and the energy, if you don't have the money, look within your circle. You know, Nipsey Hussle said that if you don't have friends that can expand you, you don't have a circle, you have a cage.
That's it.
You have a cage.
Yeah.
So, you know, reach out to those. Don't be afraid. You know, you have to put yourself out there, man, and see what happens.
Definitely. Listen, I don't want to give the people too much on here. You know, you know where I'm going with this.
I already know, sir. Yes, indeed.
You know, tell people before I go there. Tell people where they can find you.
All that.
And the proper spelling of the Silent Partner, so they can
Yeah.
follow you and subscribe to you.
Yeah, so you can find us on Anchor at The Silent Partner, THE.SILENT Partner, PARTNER, as well as on IG at The Silent Partner, silent.partner, I should say, THE.silent SILENT partner PARTNER, and on Facebook as well, and on YouTube as the Silent Partner, the Silent Dot Partner. So definitely check us out, man. And we're building right now, building a major platform, and we'll be partnering with others to make sure, got some good things in the works. I've been major shout out to Puff Sip and Chat. Those fellas there, man.
Those guys are dope.
Those guys are dope, man.
I did an interview with them for the University of Bad Decisions.
Yeah,
they some stand up guys.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
we got some
bro.
things in the works with them, and they have an enterprise coming, man. And so I'm looking forward to working with those fellas, man. Reggie and his partner. So we're really looking forward to bringing you all some topics and some guests on that really can move you forward progressively, as Big mentioned, to progress you forward and let you grow from there. Just realize that you have to put in an investment to get a return.
Got to.
Yeah.
Every day.
If you don't, you wasting your time.
My brother, I appreciate you coming on the show today. Man, I wish you much success. I know you're doing big things. Your platform is only going to grow. I'm not worried about that. I know you got this.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Look forward. I got a few speaking engagements coming up. NAACP, my fraternity down in Albany, 8 Omicron chapter. So I'm getting out there in a number of different ways, man. I just want to say a huge shout out to the Mega Quan Show,
Thank
the
you.
University of Bad Decisions. Man, support their brand, man. They have some
Yes.
great merchandise, man. And support these brothers, man, because, they're investing their time, energy, and money. You ought to see the setup and everything they got here. It's not a cheap setup.
You know what?
Not at all.
It's funny that you say that because we've had several guests that has come in here and have said that, and people don't understand the time,
The studio is dope, no doubt.
the time or energy.
We love it.
You know what we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to post. We're gonna have to post on Thursday, tomorrow. Matter of
Okay.
fact, tomorrow I'm going to post the picture of the first studio when we. No, when I
Wait a minute now.
I'm talking about from show number. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I got you.
All you did was point exactly
Yeah.
from show number 1 to how we look now, and let people understand. Like you have to invest in your dreams.
Yeah.
You have to.
Actually, was that show number one?
that was show number 1.
The one on Spotify?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Before we start going live.
I got you. Y'all have to go back and check us out. We on Spotify too. It's out there somewhere.
Biggs and Steve, let me say this right here because
Okay.
you all hit on a history fact.
Okay.
Right? And I just want to say this to your listening viewers and supporters. And so for those, especially that have kids,
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
in order to know where we're going, it's a cliche. We've heard it. You got to know where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
And I carry around this little pocket guide on the U.S. Constitution. It's quick facts.
Gotcha.
So when we look at this space that we're in now in America, it's like, man, my God, people are evil. This is happening. They're trying to break down this. They're trying to change that. They don't want to put our history out there the way it is. But if you look at how America started,
Right.
you'll understand where we are
Yes, indeed.
and what's happening. History repeats itself. So
Man.
do yourselves a favor. Go back and study history. Make sure you're teaching your kids history, teaching your kids true Black history about where they come from.
There you go.
And then they'll understand where we are and what we're up against.
Definitely. Definitely.
Bro,
That's
thank,
what-
thank you for
yeah.
so much for saying that. I appreciate it.
So listen, good people. I am about to.
You already know what's coming up, right? You already know what's coming up.
You do you?
I know.
You know.
After the show,
It's the after party.
that's
That's
it.
right. I'll put the link in the.
Check us out on the
chat,
Megacorn
the
after
comment
show.
area.
Zoom.
That's right.
Zoom is wide open.
See you on there, Daryl.
That's
Our,
right.
our brother will still be here. He'll be hanging out on Zoom with us.
Yeah.
Support the University of Bad Decisions.
Check out our brother, the. What is it?
The
Silent.
silent party.
No, the what? Dot.
The
Silent.
the dot
Oh,
silent
the-
party.
That's right. The
That's right.
dot. You
Gotta
gotta
have
put the dot.
Don't forget the dot because
Gotta
that's
put
important.
the dot. The
Don't
dot is.
forget the dot, or
You-
you get the wrong
Yeah,
silent
you go.
party.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll go down a rabbit hole.
I
You
did.
know,
Appreciate
that,
I
Biggs.
did.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
dot. You gotta say the dot. That's why I paused because I want y'all to make sure y'all put
we
that.
went through that earlier today.
Biggs,
We don't want to do
Biggs
it.
and Steve, you got to have friends with money, right? Look at Phil coming. I know
I love
people
it.
who don't have time but got the money.
Laugh out loud.
I laugh out loud.
Look, we do know friends
We
like
do
that.
friends
though.
that got
Yeah.
money, you know.
right.
that
You
don't
know.
have the time.
Yeah, there you
gotcha.
go.
Listen,
And then you
good
got
people,
some of those people who got all the energy. So
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
you're
it's
right.
all good.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, good people. Listen, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Check us out. We are currently over on Zoom. We look forward to y'all joining the rest of the conversation. And you never know, it's Zoom. Peace and blessings. See y'all in 2 weeks.
Love y'all.